to share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife or something, completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from it, and this has been like a therapy session.
This is Joe Pugh for IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast. Delighted to be joined by former world champion Lee Selby after a fantastic night of boxing here in Cardiff. You had, first of all, just the co-main, that Welsh title fight. Rashid Omar, what a performance from him.
That was a great fight, fight of the night. A former sparring partner and stablemate of mine, so I know him very well. He's he's very strong, and he's improved massively.
And you see just fights like that, two undefeated prospects in Rashid and McIntosh. We should be seeing more of those. They didn't need to fight each other, but it just provides fantastic value for the Wales here tonight.
That's what we like to see, the best fighting the best. And myself, I pride myself on taking on any challenge, and that's how these fighters should be. Rashid Omar, like you said, fighting an unbeaten guy in a Welsh title fight, and that's what we want. And we want to see the Welsh title being contested for more.
Sean McGoldrick gets that British title round his waist, thoroughly deserved tonight. The crowd was wild here, just fantastic for him.
Great to win the British Commonwealth titles. That's massive. It's pretty early on in his pro career. He haven't had many fights either, and it was more of a competitive fight than the Rashid Omar fight. Not as exciting, but again a great win for another former stablemate of mine and former sparring partner in Sean McGoldrick.
Got Jamie Moore and Nigel Travis. Their stable at the minute is absolutely phenomenal. Chantel Cameron, you've got Jack Catcher over there. Just a word on that growth of a stable that they're building right now.
Well, it's a great stable, and success breeds success. And I hope it continues for Jamie Moore. And who else could he have? Who better could he have in his corner? Sean McGoldrick.
A massive patron of Welsh boxing yourself. We've got a massive night here back in Cardiff, but this time in the arena in a couple of months' time. Joe Cordina attempts to regain the title that he never lost against Rakimov. How do you see that one going, Lee?
I see Joe Cordina with another convincing win. I think he'll outclass Rakimov, is it? Yeah. The Russian. He'll outclass him, I think, convincingly, and then maybe a late stoppage.
And on the undercard of that, I spoke to him today, Gavin Gwynn. He's last time a rematch with Woodruff, although it was a draw, but he was thoroughly disappointed with his performance, and feels like he's got a lot to prove. Do you think he can come back and do the business on such a big show?
I think he can. I've watched Craig Woodruff and Gavin Gwynn spar on numerous occasions in the gym. It's been very competitive, always exciting, and I'm sure the rematch will be just as exciting as the first one.
Just a word on yourself, Lee. Training is the route you was going down. I remember speaking to you just after you retired, and you was like, I don't think punditry's for me. But staying in the gym, we know you was always a gym rat, so in there, applying your trade, teaching now?
That's it, I'm trying to pass on the knowledge, and one thing I will pass on is my work ethic and dedication. That's what I'm trying to instill into these youngsters, and all my stable of fighters will be very fit, put it that way.
Just a word on your retirement then. We're seeing at the minute, boxers like Kell Brook really struggling, coming to terms with retirement. Was that the same for you, or did you always know in your heart of hearts that you were done and you were taking the route to the training?
I knew it was time to hang the gloves up, and sort of mentally the last few fights I was preparing myself for retirement, and where I haven't left the sport alone, I'm still in the gym every day, working out myself and training the youngsters. It's like I haven't left, so I don't miss it because I'm still involved in the sport.
That lightweight division that you left is now on fire. Is there a part of you that that makes you think, wish I was a bit younger and then you could be in there?
I wish I was a few years younger whilst this lightweight division caught fire.
Tank Garcia looks like it could happen. Hopefully there's a bit of jeopardy, but how do you think that goes if that does take place?
So I agreed to fight Ryan Garcia for my last fight, but he chose a different fighter in the end. But I agreed that the terms on my side, so I was a bit disappointed about that. And I think it's more competitive than what people think. You know, Garcia got the height and the speed and the boxing, and Tank, he's obviously a great boxer, but he got that equalising power. I could see Garcia outboxing him early on, and then Tank coming back with a knockout.
Last one then, off the top of your head, who do you think comes to the cream of the crop? We're hopefully going to get Haney, Loma, we're seeing that fight, but in the lightweight division, who is the king? Not forgetting Kambosos, who come up short twice against Haney.
I think Haney could beat him more with his style. Although he's not the most exciting out of the bunch, I think he could beat him more. But for me at the moment, it's Gervonta Davis.
Lee, thank you very much for being to IFL TV as ever. Hopefully catch you at one of these shows very soon. If not, Cardiff for when Joe Cordina becomes a two-time IBF champion.
Nice one, thank you very
Cheers,
much.
mate. Appreciate that.
I'm going to share something with you. That might put me in a very negative light, yeah.
Relationships are not my forte.
See if someone grabbed up my wife for saying completely different ballgame.
I'll walk away from here, and this has been like a therapy session.